everybody, my name is Saniras, and today I will represent the driver option to the organization. Let me start by executive summary. The organization is going through change, and the leader to drive the change will be assisted by the consultant skilled in specific techniques and communication roles to assist in the driver options. Style is transformational leaderships and transactional leaderships. For transactional leadership is responsive, while the transformational leadership is proactive, and the work within the organization's culture may be suitable for transactional leadership style, and the work to change the organization culture by implementing new ideas may be suitable more for transformational leadership style. And for the transactional leadership, employees achieve objectives through rewards and punishment, and that will be set by the leaders. And for transformational leadership style, the employee achieve objectives through higher ideas and moral values. And for motivating people, transactional leaderships use appealing to their own self-interest. But for transformational leaderships, they motivate people by encouraging them to put their group interests first. Next, I'm going to talk about the strength of transactional and transformational leadership style. Let me straight to the point. Transactional leadership style is more efficiency because the leader will set the standard for the employees, and the employees can make more produce and make fewer mistakes. And for transformational leadership style, they are more efficiency by the ability to manage the diversity of people by adopting two-way communications and open door policies, and people will feel like they are a part of organizations. The reasons why transformational is better is because it's supporting the moral of the leaders, because this idea focuses on the group interest, not self-interest. And it provides satisfaction of workers because there's no punishment. And it's effective strategy for women leaders because it's more suitable for women than men. And for my recommendation from a transformational style is because this style, the leaders avoid the conflict and often work alone, so they need a transactional style that can help the leader delegate the roles and promote initiatives.
Hi, my name is Fidelia. I'm going to talk about the drivers of change. How drivers of change happen is through an insufficiency performance review of the organisation. This comes through because certain areas within the organisation is not performing well. For example, new technology. Specific technology is moving all the time, so therefore organisations have to upgrade outdated technology, and in doing this they have to retrain because the staff is unskilled. This could also mean new technology taking over staff work. For example, employment. In doing that, it also means a downsize, or it means re-employment, keeping on staff that have specific skills in which they need. Through the drivers of change, there are consultancies. The organisation has an option to have an internal and external consultant. There are two. Okay, one is change agents. Change agents, they have specific techniques. They provide communication links to deal with resistance towards change as just one. How do I deal with that? They do it by arranging formal and informal meetings. These meetings consist of strategies. Within the strategies, there is planning and communication process. For example, one meeting. Okay, in a meeting, the strategy or the communication process, let's say, for targeting retraining. That is communicated, and in doing that, the management is able to communicate this process to staff. Number two consultant. Number two consultant is the process consultant. The process consultant helps the manager to drive the change. It acts as a sounding board. It also communicates with skills of behaviour. Sometimes a manager is stressed, and this can be shown in meetings, like, for an example, hierarchy to subordinates. Now what the process consultant does is that she is able to calm the manager down before the meeting starts, helps plan the communication with the manager so that it is expressed in a way that is appropriate behaviour. It also provides sensitive training and also provides personal stress in which the manager can unload and feel good. Okay, in the drivers of change, there is a communication role. The communication role is management and staff, a two-way process. Communication is also within the planning of the change. This involves the time frame and remuneration. How and when is it done and who is it for? Okay, for the organisation and staff, it is really important to understand why change is happening and how will it happen. This is why communication role within the process of the change is really important for the two consultants to strategise. For example, meetings. When are the meetings held? What topic is for the meeting? Compensation. How is compensation? It may come from holiday pay or whatever. And termination date. For how long will this change take place?
Hello, my name's Eileen and I'm going to talk about why organizations embrace change. So first, they embrace change because of customer demand, new technology, competition, globalization, and government oversight. So let's take a look at it one by one. So first is customer demand. Customers make ruthless demands, so industries need to be reformed. So in response to this, companies need to adjust their products and services accordingly. For example, the eBay online. Customers can order online without going to the market. So second is new technology. Technology is advancing at a fast pace, and companies need to be updated. For example, the evolution of flat screen TV. It is very fast nowadays. Sony is doing it, Panasonic, LG, Samsung, and many others. So the third one is competition. Competition is very fierce, especially with the advent of new technology. So example is the release of new cell phones. Every year, I think Apple releases new cell phones every year together with iPads. And Samsung is not that far behind from them. Globalization is the fourth one. It is the process of international integration arising from the interchange of products, ideas, and other aspects of culture. Example is like China. China has many production companies in their country. India has many base operations operating in their country, and so is a lot of others. And the last one is government oversight. Policies and regulations are constantly changing, and companies need to abide them. If not, companies might be shut down for non-compliance. Overall, these are the reasons why organizations need to embrace change, because of customer demand, the new technology, competition, globalization, government oversight, for them to stay in the competitive market. Conclusion. So leadership plays a significant role in every organization. To be an effective leader, he should possess an effective communication skills. And to achieve the goals and objectives in the organization, effective communication skill is needed to convey it to employees and workers. And change is inevitable, and the management should be prepared for it to remain in the competitive market. And lastly, recommendations. We recommend the transformational leader to be the appropriate leader to drive change of the organization's current stage to the desired state of the organization. The two consultancies that are mentioned are considered to support and assist the organization and manager to implement specific techniques to communicate the process of change and facilitate further training for the changes of drive to occur. These recommendations are to ensure that the drive of changes runs smoothly and meet to achieve the organization's goals.